I wonder if this is... See, I'm hoping this is the final boss fight. I was thinking it might be doing this and keep kicking me down the ship.
Maybe.
Farther and farther. But
Maybe
it says K-Rool Duel.
Yeah.
So we'll see what this is about.
Just gonna keep hopping all the way down different stages.
Look at
Wow.
that.
He's just killing him. Holy cow.
He's pistol whipping him.
Jump. Oh, you have to wait till he starts coming at you to throw it. Oh, Kirby now. He's Kirby.
Oh.
He blew himself up.
So
What?
you have to throw...
Oh, really? How many stages does this thing have?
Okay. So he's going to shoot...
He's going to start doing different things. All of a sudden, he's got like a mace. He's going to be swinging things around. He's going to be blowing things up.
So here, he shoots the
He's going to
lead
have
ball.
missiles.
He shoots the lead
You gotta
ball.
throw it at him.
And now I have to wait until he specifically does that.
Really?
Now
Oh.
he's going to do this again.
What?
And now, see, I threw the lead ball in there, and it blocked the...
I thought if you throw it at him while he's
There.
sliding at you.
Now he shoots it, and he blows himself up.
Oh. Huh.
And now he's going to do this.
Oh, two of them now. Criminy. Now he's
now
gonna spin
wait.
15 times. That's it.
And I know he's not dead, because they've done that before.
It's nice that they give you a life in the middle of it. Someone's like, oh no, you need a life.
There's probably 7 different boss variations of them, too.
At least. Now there's barrels! Isn't that Donkey... What? Did it just suck up Diddy? I mean, Daisy?
So I'm assuming now I have to hit that barrel to throw the barrel in the gun.
Oh, I was thinking gun barrel when you said that. Different kind of barrel. The muzzle?
Holy cow. Musket. Well, that's what it is he's shooting out lead balls from his musket.
Yeah, it is. It's true. It's like one of those...
Look
What?
at this.
Now it's gonna fly around in the air? What the heck is this? You know, like when the wind
What the
blows
heck?
around giant spiky lead balls?
I didn't know the other one was going to do this, and then get to the end and loop back around and smack me.
And they're just gonna be like 20 of them, just like all over the screen. That's my little graphics critique. I like that they went with a logical, like, storyline kind of thing where, like, alligators eat monkeys. Like, why does he even have a vacuum feature on his gun?
Yeah, it's goofy.
I wasn't sure if Mario was just familiar with...
What the heck? It never did that one before. It always did this one. This is what I mean. It's like now the game's doing different things.
It's gonna have anti-gravity balls now.
It's like the game is acting like it wants me to be like a speedrunner now. It's like not only memorize everything that they're doing, but speedrun the thing on top of it.
Now you're just supposed to react to it on a regular basis. Just gotta be a good gamer, that's all. Without knowing how games work, you're just supposed to jump in and do it. Otherwise, you're a bad gamer.
Cool. Now we got this.
Vacuum.
And then one of them like circles really far back and
Yeah.
hits me.
Just start sweeping the ground. What the heck is this? The alligator Roombas? This is what they use. Sorry, Kremling. This is what Kremlings use to vacuum the ground. Like, I'm surprised there's not like 20 of them filling the screen, just like all left and right. There's like not even a square
Exactly.
to stand on.
Why are they being so easy about it?
Why is it such an easy game? It's for kids. Little 2 months olds can play this
I do
game.
think this is funny though, like shooting them, just blasting, pistol whipping them. I guess it does show how tough Donkey Kong is.
Yeah.
Like he can actually take a shot from a gun.
Yeah, from a cannon. Several of them.
I feel like too you have to be in like specific areas to trigger certain things. Like, now I have to be, like, on this side? No. Come on, so I can get her. I'm hoping that they keep giving me Donkey Kong barrels. Danky Kang.
Yeah. That's some dank Kang there.
And Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what that blue creature is. It's not Sonic the Hedgehog, it's Sonic the Hedgehog.
The Hedgehog, yeah. Do you think we would get sued if we made that game? I mean, there's been a lot of Sonic, like, there's even a video, if you look it up on YouTube, it's off-brand Sonic or Sonic ripoffs. Like, Sonic shows up in a lot of video games, but it's not Sonic, it's just a blue hedgehog. But they're literally making fun of Sonic. And there's some games where it's basically literally a Sonic ripoff shows up as the bad guy in the video game. It's crazy.
Why do you spin? I hate that. If you try to hold the Y button to run, she'll spin.
Huh.
And she propels herself forward when she does it.
Huh. What? Bunch of Nintendo bananas over there. That reminds me, I'm not eating my bananas. If I eat 100 of these, I get another life. Wouldn't that be crazy? Is if you ate 100 bananas, you get another life?
See?
Oh, what? What are you supposed to do? Go through the spikes?
You have to be super specific. And that's what I said earlier. It wasn't doing that. It was only one of these will change. There, it was always that one.
Huh.
And then it changed and started doing the opposite one.
Weird.
Now wait for him. You have... That's what the game wants. It wants you to be, like, right next to these things.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to time your jumps, like, super specific.
Wait. Maybe it converts whatever one you're closest to.
Well, I thought it was doing that, but it's not. I thought it was whichever one I was closest to, but here it'll do... Okay, now it did that one again.
Huh. Ow.
See...
Exit stage right.
It's like at random times they'll do random stuff like that. It's like, oh, everything you were doing works perfectly fine, except now you're seeming to do okay. Okay,
Yeah.
we're just going to have you get really close to him now, and all of a sudden you're going to hit him. See, and she does that spinny crap.
Yeah. Oh. Crummy.
And that's the thing about this game, too, is it's like, okay, it's all memorization. So just take your time and don't rush and just do little things like jump, stop, wait, jump, stop, and then grab one and then throw it in there and turn and go. Okay, easy. And then you start doing it, and all of a sudden, like, next thing you know, it, like, pulled me in too far, and I got hit by the gun, or all of a sudden the jumping is off. Like here, you need to know, grab it, don't get too close.
Yeah.
And now he's shooting him faster, so you have to memorize that he shoots him faster.
Yeah, what the heck? He increased the grains in the load. Crazy if you see him reload the muzzle every single time. Take a minute to reload. Get the ramrod out. Patch, put a patch in there.
Use his powder flask.
Yeah.
So here's where I'm going to get really confused, because then... See, it's like, why aren't you going farther back? Because the other one that went past will loop back around and smack me like it did before.
Yeah.
Now watch how slow that is.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I'm
Just
used
rolls.
to it. Yeah, I'm used to it when he shoots them out, that they're really slow.
It's like he's bowling. I'm trying to think of any other connection between, like, crocodiles and pirates other than, like,
Hook.
Peter Pan. Yeah. What? Oh, he didn't start yet. Dagnabbit. It's like you're on the open sea, you don't see crocodiles. I do like the connection, like, the voodoo thing, that ghost thing flying around.
Yeah.
It's like this very...
From, like, Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana style, because they have, like, I don't know, there's a lot of weird, like, cultures when it comes to pirate ships that are mixed up because, well, they're sailing around the world, so...
Like voodoo and hoodoo and...
Yeah.
Hoodoo?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of a man. A babe.
And then you mess up the lyrics. Everything's going fine, and you mess up the lyrics.
That's because I always heard it wrong. My whole life, I was always told, you remind me of a man with the power of voodoo. Hoodoo, you do.
Do what?
And then I saw the Labyrinth, and I'm like, I know this song.
Remind me of the babe.
Remind me of a babe with the power.
So close.
The power of
so
voodoo.
close, and I
Hoodoo.
forgot. It's
Voodoo.
there's so much going on that I'll randomly forget. Oh yeah, I threw it in his gun. He's gonna shoot it back out. Mm-hmm. It's like you go through all this chaos. It's like, okay, good. I finally threw it in there, so he'll hurt himself. But it's like you got to remember, no, he'll shoot it back out.
Yeah. Going back to the main point of this video, which is, you remind me of a babe. I heard that from my mom, and I don't think she knew where it came from. I don't even know if that's where it comes from. It might come from somewhere else. Now we need to make a complete new video investigating this. What is the etymology of "you remind me of a babe"?
I saw my baby crying how this babe could cry. What should I do? My baby's love has gone, and there's my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Slime and snails, puppy dogs' tails.
Don't complain. This is helping him win the game.
And baby said, dance magic, jump, put that baby smell on you. Smack that baby, make him scream.
What?
Just throwing the little kid around.
Yeah, that's right. So weird out of context. Come on. Look at this. Now he's just doing all sorts of weird new things. Is he gonna start zigzagging now? He is.
And he's disappearing.
What the heck is that? He's a ghost now? Is he dead? I don't. What? He's
that
teleporting?
Was holy cow.
This is the other half of the game right here. Like we just played the first half. This is the rest of the game now. Now they're flaming
what the
clouds?
heck?
Now you're Cheeto people? What the heck is going on?
She
Lagging?
won't spin either.
Oh, that slowed you down.
And she wouldn't spin, or at least I don't think she would.
Well, it's like lagging out, and it's like, I think it's designed to slow you down when you... What's the purple do now? So the red one slows you down. Or is that blue? Is that actually blue? I don't know. Now what? He's gonna teleport to the other side.
Come on.
What?
What the heck? What? Like, how did I know he was gonna be there? It's like, here I am,
What is going on? You're gonna have to... They're gonna have to put checkpoints in this boss battle. Because that's just ridiculous. It just keeps going. I guess they didn't want a disappointing boss battle. Like,
I guess, but like... This is just
Still.
stupid and annoying now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, then if you're gonna be like this, then why even bother ending the boss battle?
Yeah.
It should just be like an
Just
Atari
keep going
game.
on forever.
And maybe you should just get points now.
Yeah. This is like an endless game now. This is Pac-Man. Really? Now he's gonna teleport. You're inside him now.
We got blue clouds, and then what was the other one? Red clouds, and then purple clouds. Yeah, this is nonsense.
Final Fantasy clouds. Huh, now he's a ghost. Now he's gonna teleport to your right.
Pure get. Oh, that's what I mean. It's like all of a sudden I forget.
Yeah. I should have said something. I'm like, jump. Bouncing clouds. Now you're gonna be lagging out. The nice thing is he lags in the air for a while, so it's like a long jump. Purple clouds now. Who knows what those do? Speed you up? I guess we'll find out.
Oh, it reverses my controls.
Oh my gosh, that's actually pretty clever. we've seen that once before.
Yeah, it completely reversed my controls doing that.
Huh.
Look at my butt. I'm a moon you. I'm a moon you.
Presenting.
Come here, big boy.
Oh, well, you asked for it.
Look at her eyes.
Yeah, just like popping out. It's just gonna fall out of her head now. When I see that, it always reminds me of The Mask.
No,
It was
yeah.
like eyes popping out of his head and everything. His heart. I feel like The Mask is what made Jim Carrey.
I thought it was Once Bitten.
No.
Now that's a burr. That's a burr? What are you talking about? That's a burr.
Like, I didn't know who Jim Carrey was until The Mask came out, but, you know, I was like 4, 5, I don't know, 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, I'm used to him from Ace Ventura.
Yeah, I do remember from Ace Ventura, but I never really watched that. When I was a kid, I thought that was stupid.
Once Bitten. Rubber Face, but I never saw that one.
There's a movie called Rubber Face?
I guess.
I thought it was just Jim Carrey's nickname.
It was like one of the first the first movie he ever made or something. I don't remember though. It's just him making faces at the camera, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I never saw it. Yeah, when I was a kid, I grew up with Jim Carrey watching the movie 23.
Yeah. When you were a kid.
And that's what's crazy now.
2006 or whatever.
People who are like 30 years old, people
Yeah.
who are legit 30 will be like, yeah, when I was a kid, I watched the movie 23.
Yeah.
That's my first Jim Carrey film. It's like, holy cow, really?
How old is 23?
That's
That
what
was
I mean. It's
2000, wasn't it?
That's what I mean. It's like, it's getting
Jump.
up there.
Digga 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 dogga doo doo.
Jonathan Depp.
Jonathan Depp.
Nice.
Now your controls are reversed. Now I wonder what the blue ones do.
No, don't want to do that.
No, 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 no. They're invisible. Even the cannonballs are invisible. Is he literally
here's what I
physically
don't
there?
understand. So now we're going to have the red ones after he does this. But then he does that stupid disappearing stuff.
Disappearing act.
Okay, now I think we're going to get the purple ones after this.
I like the yellow ones. Stargate.
So he does this like, okay.
Oh, because they're swooping and going slow. That's why. You have to take a running leap. Oh.
Okay, so this is where it gets confusing.
Yeah. Now he's going to keep appearing left and right. So it's right, left, left. Memorization. Right, left, left, right. Throw it. Oh, got it.
Oh, come on. He sat there.
Oh, you're trying to jump and it just sat there?
He just sat there and didn't shoot. Huh. I'm not done. Don't even do that. Don't even do it.
Whoa, he's down. Oh!
So Donkey Kong finally decided to actually show up and do something about it. It ain't done. Why are you doing that for? Now he's going to go into the sludge.
And now we're going to have to fight him down there, too.
And now he's going to get powers. I knew you'd do it, Diddy, my boy. But how could you fall having learned all you know from old Cranky here? How could you fail?
How could you fail?
You've rescued that lazy grandson of mine and dumped K. Rool in his own filthy swamp. Not bad for a novice. Of course, if I'd been playing, I'd have made sure that K. Rool never tries a cheap trick like this again. I like cheap trick. Good man, good man.
Playing.
I reckon I'd have found all the Krem coins completed the called Lost World. Oh well, can't expect everything from you first timers. One more thing, how many of my special video game hero coins did you find? A real player such as myself would have found plenty of them, I'm sure. And then there's these things you missed, and then there's extra levels. Let's see how well you did. So there's the Lost World. There's some of that other stuff we missed. There's extra coins that we missed.
You have to do it perfectly to get a different ending. Here's the thing. This is where Diddy...
Look it.
What? Oh, Mario. What?
What?
Video game... Cranky's video game heroes.
Well, I've got a second screen. About time to shut up, everyone, while I read the eagerly awaited results. Not too good at finding my coins, are you, Sonny? You might be a hero, but you've got some catching up to do, yes sirree.
Zelda?
Why is Zelda, Mario, and Yoshi there? If you want to look at your limited this is hard to read.
Yeah.
If you want to look at your limited progress on the screen, now buzz off and see if you can find some more of my coins, which I very much doubt you will. It's almost like they tried. It's like white on white almost.
Yeah, it is. It's pain. Can you unlock those characters?
I have no idea.
I'm looking it
Neek?
up. Oh yeah, we get to get the character screen now.
That's the thing, though. It's like there was that Clubba's kiosk where you're supposed to have like 1 million coins to pay the dude, but those coins were like hidden in the land of obscurity. So good luck finding those coins. Oh, they call him Cat O' Tails.
Cat O' Tails, that's right, because he's the cat o' nine. I remember that now.
So there's Flitter.
He's a cat. He's a cat?
Mini Necky. So that's
Necky.
he's got a bandana
Mini
on.
Necky.
That was weird.
Yeah, because he's a pirate.
Zinger.
Yeah, because he's a pirate.
There's an oil drum.
Yeah, because he's a pirate.
So that thing is called Screech.
Huh.
Screech? Like from
Screech the Owl?
Submerged Sea Dogs.
That's a sea dog?
Float Sam? And then there's Diddy Kong. But there is no candy. Unless you unlock her, because apparently Mario... What is this?
Now the credits.
Ye Scurvy Kong Crew. Okay, so it's the actual credits.
Ye scurvy kangaroo. All right.
There's treasure up there, too,
It's
it
a
says.
platformer. You got to jump on all the letters.
So there's treasure
There's
up
treasure right there. You gotta play the game, Jake. That was the intro. That was the intro.
All right, well, there we go.
You gotta meet SUCC regulations.
Yeah, look at this. We talked about that before. Wouldn't it be nice if they had something you could push? I mean, on Model 1 they do, but I've heard people say, oh, what's the point of that button? You can just grab it and pull out that.
Yeah.
It's like if I try, it's like, yo, just pull it out. No,
Just
like
pull-
I have to grab it and yank it out of there.
Yeah. It's like trying to hit the on button on most coffee pots. You end up pushing the coffee pot across the table.
Yeah.
Like, why?
All right, so that was good old Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
We finally beat it.
So what'd you think of it?
I don't know. It's hard. That's a hard game.
Yeah, that's the thing with this game. So
You have to be a big fanboy to love Donkey Kong enough to get through this game.
yeah, and that's the thing with this game. What do I think of this game? Honestly, I think the game is pretty awesome and pretty ambitious for what it does.
It
like
is.
you had
It's well done.
You had the first Donkey Kong Country game,
Yeah.
and you played as Donkey and Diddy, and you went and did your little thing. Okay, fine. And then this game comes along, and it's like not only is it taking the same, doing the same things the original Donkey Kong Country did, but they add a lot more. You have extra stages, you have all these extra coins and all this extra stuff, and you have like different moves set, and you can play as Dixie Kong. It's like, wow, this game is pretty awesome. But the only drawback I have to it, is the save features and trying to deal with the coins.
Yeah.
You have to go through and beat very specific stages before you can unlock the save.
Yeah.
And then you need a certain number of coins in order to even save. And then you save and shut the game off. There goes all your coins.
Yeah.
Now you have to go back and try to get more coins.
It's true.
The reason why you and I had such a tough time with it is because we're not playing it all the time.
Yeah.
This is an example of a game you have to sit down like by yourself or with a buddy, put it in on, let's say, a Monday, right? You get done with school or get done with work. Monday night, you put it in, and you sit there and play it. And you take your time, and you go through, and you play it, and you play it, and you play it. Oh, you're done? You can save it, shut it off. What do? The next day, you come back, and you continue where you left off. And you keep going, and you keep going. And then what do? The next day, do it again.
Yeah.
And then you save, and then do it again the next day. So then all of a sudden, next thing you know, yeah, maybe you've been playing it for a week or 2 weeks. All of a sudden, you're almost done with the game. And by the time you're at the end of the game, you're an expert at the controls because you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
You know the layout. You know the way the game is being played. So you know the controls. You know how the game is being played. And you know what to expect. So by the time you do get to the end, it's like, oh, yeah, it's not that hard.
And luckily, since you're sitting there for 20 hours because you got nothing else to do, you don't have to worry about the save feature.
And that's the problem. The way you and I play games like this, it's like you come over, we put the game in, play it as far as we can, then we save it, and then you go bye-bye for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
and then you come back and we have to do something else.
Yeah, and it's such a pain because it's like we want to do a variety of things for the channel, and yet we want to hurry up and get through these games, and it's such a paradox because it's like we have other lives, we have to make money doing our stupid jobs, and then it's like, okay, when are we going to come back and do gaming? Well, I don't know, donate to Janitor Jake on Patreon, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like, because maybe then we'll be able to afford, like, to sit here and play games constantly. Otherwise, it's like, people are like, well, these guys aren't serious about this. But it's like, yeah, we are. We're trying to do as much as we can. And the way we have to do things to try to maintain this channel, it makes it difficult to constantly play through a game without forgetting where we're at.
Yeah, and that's the big issue is we forget the controls.
Yeah.
We forget where we're at in the storyline. Here's what I don't want it to do. I don't want it to turn into the Resident Evil channel like it did a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to be a thing where it's like, okay, we're just going to wipe the floor. Let's erase all the games. Let's start fresh. We're going to play Donkey Kong Country 2. You come over, let's say you come over on a Saturday.
Yeah.
We put the game in, and we just play this game for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
And we get as far as we can before we get burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
We stop, we save it. Now what's going to happen? I still have to wait another week, maybe 2 weeks before you come back over.
Yeah.
You come back over, and then we play the game again.
Yeah.
No other games, just this
the one game. Even that would be difficult.
Yeah, just this one.
Especially if I'm not practicing on like another channel, like Chris K, the game guy or something.
And then we get done. Now we might be halfway through the game. Then all of a sudden, another week or two goes by.
Yeah.
Now a whole month has gone by, and we still haven't beaten the game.
Yeah.
And we're only focusing on the one game.
Yeah.
Now there's no content for the channel. And then we play it until we beat the game. So like 3 months go by. We're finally done with the game. And now I just start uploading Donkey Kong Country content.
Then we become the Donkey Kong channel.
So all of a sudden,
we don't have anything else. We didn't do anything else.
Yeah, because now it's all Donkey Kong Country 2, DK2, 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 DK2.
We used to do that back in the day. It's like, okay, it's Halloween. Let's start playing Resident Evil. And then we played Resident Evil for like a year.
Yeah.
And that was playing it like every week at least.
Yeah.
That back when we didn't have as much of a life as we have today.
And so, like I said, I think this game would be awesome, but it's only awesome if it's you by yourself or a buddy putting it in and every single day playing it and just deep diving into the game.
Yeah. I like the layout. I like some of the characters. I like the logic of the characters and worlds and things like that in the game. And the game mechanics, it's got too much slop in it. Like, okay, I'm going to go fly now, and there's like so much like spin up to it, or
Yeah.
I'm going to, or just when you try to go into the run and she spins or whatever, it's like it's hard to get some of that stuff working correctly, especially when the spin like propels you forward into something that you didn't want to, where you didn't want to go.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of difficult game mechanics in this game that I just didn't like. I mean, there's some nice things about it too, and I think they probably made some improvements over the original Donkey Kong Country.
And that's the thing too that was awesome. Like they added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole bunch of different coins,
Yeah.
and these different coins do different things. And so there's a lot of different collectibles, and they added a whole bunch of stuff. And seeing the Mario characters at the end, like that was awesome. Mario and Zelda and all this kind of neat tie-in stuff. But you and I are trying to marathon this thing as best as we can, and we don't have time to sit there and like go through and take our time to discover everything.
Yeah.
And what's irritating is that because they put so much in there, you really should have the manual to understand what's going on and what all the coins are. But we didn't own the manual. This is just old school how things were back in the day. It's like, oh, here's a game from a pawn shop. You buy it and you take it home and you play it. I didn't realize like we needed the manual to understand what all the coins do. And I don't want to sit here with my phone scrolling through the pages of a manual and trying to zoom in and look at it. I like it when we have the physical manual here with us.
Yeah. It's kind of, reading on a screen is kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest.
All right, so as far as the amount of time it took for us to beat this game, I don't know, 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. A lot of playtime there.
So here's the thing. I think if you kind of know what you're doing and you understand what to do and you're good enough, you can get through the game. I'm pretty sure it'd take you about 2 to 3 hours to beat the game.
That's fair.
I think if you go online and look at somebody doing a regular normal playthrough, not a speed run, but just a regular playthrough, it'll be like 2 to 3 hours.
Probably.
All right, now as far as the price of the game goes, you can get the game loose, so loose by itself or whatever, for about $23.
23.
Complete, it'll run you about $90.
Yeah.
So, Do you think the gameplay is worth $23?
I don't know, because like this is where we always have a problem, and we always say this. It's like we've rated some games at like $5, but now after playing all these games, I want to go back through and re-rate the games, because it's like I would put, because it used to be that you could go to a yard sale and get some of these games for $3 to $5, and we were super cheapskates because we didn't have any money. Nowadays, a lot of these games are worth a lot more. Like, I don't know how much Atari's Adventure. I don't know how much Adventure is worth on the Atari. I think we valued that at like a $3 to $5 game or something like that. It's like, yeah, this would be great to play for $5. Now I'm thinking like that's a $20 game. I think that was an awesome game. It's like, so it's confusing. So $23, I don't know. I wouldn't personally pay $23 to have this game. I would pay $7 to play this game. At the same time, though, I'm looking at getting one of the Bugs Bunny games that I played. We used to rent it from rental in town there. And they sold them all, and nobody told me, so I couldn't buy it. So anyway, now 20 years later, it's like a $35 game.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what the hey? And it's like, I still want it for $35, even though it looks like a piece of garbage, but that has a nostalgia factor. So it's really difficult for me to like separate like my personal judgment. I mean, if it wasn't Donkey Kong, if it was something completely different, I don't know how I would feel about it. Because it depends how they do the world building. If it was, I don't know, some sort of weird monster game or something like that I'd never heard of before, I would. Like, I don't know that I don't have a lot of nostalgia for Donkey Kong, to be honest. Just within the game itself, I would say $7 to $10.
Yeah.
But I know it's a more valuable game than that because it's Donkey Kong.
Yeah, and that's the problem that I've always had with the game, too, because the reason why we even started comparing prices was because I got so sick and tired of other gaming channels out there being like, oh, here's a rare game, and you can buy it for about $3,000, and it's like some weird shoot 'em up on the Saturn. Mm-hmm. And like, it's pretty fun. I think it's worth it. You think it's worth $3,000? Like, you would actually go and download the game on the Switch, and you'd be willing to pay $3,000 because of how the gameplay is. It's like, well, no, for the rarity. It's like, but you're not saying the rarity. Mm-hmm. You're saying the game is fun, and you're saying it's worth $3,000.
Yeah,
you're an idiot, and that's why I even originally wanted to start pricing things out. Because then I said, okay, would you be willing to download this for like $25? Yeah. And that's the other issue I run into is I can take a game like this and then compare it to a game like Skyrim, the Legendary Edition, which you can buy for like, what, $8 now. Yeah. You can go and buy Skyrim, the Legendary Edition on the PS4 for like $8. And you can get like hundreds upon thousands of hours of gameplay doing all sorts of random stuff, going on these crazy adventures. Yeah. And you will pay way less than you would for this.
Yeah, true.
And so it's like it depends on what you're looking for. And so to me, when I look at it, it's like, do you think it's worth $20? To me, it would be worth $20 if I grew up more with Donkey Kong and I was more into the franchise and stuff. And the thing is, it is a lot of fun. Like, you could put it in there and really dive into it and get into it.
You can.
And I can understand why people would think this is probably the best Donkey Kong Country game out there. Yeah. Because there is so much involved with it and so much awesome stuff. And if you like platformers, okay, fine. And hey, guess what? Compared to other platformers, this is probably like the best bang for your buck. Like, let's say you have this game and its quirkiness and everything that it has, and you're going to pay $20. But then would you pay $20 for the original Sonic the Hedgehog? It's kind of like that.
It's like it's not better than Sonic, I don't think.
Or
well, I don't know.
Or it's like when we talked about the Atari. Yeah. Like, let's say I have a $3 Atari game. So I have Space War for the Atari. It's like $3. Yeah. And then I have Adventure, and that's $3. Yeah. It's like, well, Adventure smokes Space War beyond all belief. Right. Space War is absolute trash. Yeah. So then it's like, well, is it worth the $3? It's like, well, that's worth like a penny now. Yeah. If the other game is like $3. Mm-hmm. And so that's when it turns into an issue.
And I just said that I would pay $20 for Adventure, but if I was on like Steam and it's like, oh, hey, play this cool little game, I was like, I expect this game to kind of be like one of those Google features. When you click on the Google logo, you can play this game. So gameplay wise, Adventure, I don't know if I would put it at $20, but as a physical cartridge game that's retro, I think that had something to do with it. So yeah, if we're comparing on the same level, I mean, the thing that blows my mind about how to price these things is that there's so many free games out there. Yeah. And the other thing is, like, how do you try not to take into account subscription fees?
Yeah.
Because it's like so many free games out there require you to have a subscription fee to something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird. But there's a lot of free games on say, Steam or something like that. There's a lot of games you don't pay a whole lot. Because, like, what is it called? Champions Online? Free.
Yeah.
Star Trek Online? Free. A whole expansive multi-MMO game? Free. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's the other thing that we could compare. This is $20, and then let's say Adventure is $20.
Yeah.
Which one would be better, like, in terms of, like, anything?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, this game is, like, way up here on the level of stuff. Like, yeah, you had fun with Adventure.
Yeah.
But it's like, look how, like, this one's on a completely
It's
other
superior.
level.
That's true. It's hard to compare. It's like, I think I had more fun playing Adventure than I did Donkey Kong Country 2 because Donkey Kong Country 2 is just so frustrating. But at the same time, I played other games that are equally frustrating, like Taz and Escape from Mars.
Yeah.
Would I pay $20 for Taz and Escape from Mars? Yes, because I love Looney Tunes. And also, I grew up with Taz and Escape from Mars. Okay, fine. Let's take the nostalgia factor out of it. How about Taz and Tasmania? Would I pay $20 for Taz and Tasmania? It's probably the similar gameplay, but it's not... I didn't grow up with it. No, I wouldn't pay that much. So, $7 to $10, and it's a similar game. So I'm just gonna stick with $7 to $10.
Yeah. But as far as being $20, I do think you could probably spend your $20, take it, put it in your console, and really deep dive into it and get your money's worth out of it.
It's true.
There is a lot in here. There's a lot of stages, a lot of stuff to collect, and then hidden stages that we never even went and checked out yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to explore in there, a lot of challenges in there, too.
And the reason why it makes it so hard for us is because we're not sitting down here playing the games every single day. All right, so that was good old Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Super Nintendo for you. Like I said, I think the game is very ambitious. It's got a lot of really awesome stuff that they added extra to from the first game. So Donkey Kong Country was great, and I thought this one just got even greater. But unfortunately for us, we don't play it very often, and so we don't immerse ourselves into that world as much.
True.
But I think this game will be super awesome and worth it if you guys were to buy it, put it in, sit back, relax, and just really dive into the world of Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest.
Yeah.
So I guess without further ado, we're going to take off. So whatever, I'm Janitor Jake.
I'm Chris K.
And we will see you guys next time.